I need to do 2,500 words a day. And if this, then that sort of game. But I don't know what the right option is. All right, today is Friday, October 25th, which means that we have the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, a whole week before NaNoWriMo. I am actually about to go to Disney World. We're about to jet out. I just figured I would make a vlog of this last week, writing what I'm trying to still get done before NaNoWriMo that's not Project Death related, and yeah, because why not? But before I leave, I have been staring at the September calendar for too long. We are past this. We are way past this. But because I actually won't be back until November, I think I should be able to fit all of NaNoWriMo on my calendar. Aha! Actually, I'm gonna fix this on the floor. First, we need dry erase markers. I'm the type of idiot who puts my dry erase markers in the same bin as my Sharpies, so I always have to double check because that would be bad. One Sharpie. Yeah. Let us see what November is gonna look like. So I did some quick math, and I think that to get about 75,000 words, if I assume that's how much my first draft is gonna be, because I know it's gonna be more than the 50,000, and I'm pretty confident it's going to be more than 60,000. I need to do 2,500 words a day. So I went ahead and put the 2,500 on the board. This is when we're running the half marathon. So I tried to draw myself, you know, a little running Mickey besides that Mickey. And then once we're back, I'll be able to add a little bit more to this depending on if I'm planning on going anywhere else. Also, look at my little earrings. You see that? How cute is that? Ah! I'm gonna go back and reference my YouTube schedule because this is going to have where I put all of my live streams. It also tells me that way that I cannot actually be anywhere those days, because I will be doing a live. I'm figuring I'll do one the first day I get back just because I don't know that I'll have the energy to do a video then. I might be recovering stuff. Plus I've found out that it's a good way to recover is actually just forcing myself to get back into it. And it's nice in those ways to have an audience sometimes to force me to do stuff that I would not have forced myself to do. And now I'm feeling better about things already, and I will be prepared when the time comes. Yay! So when I get back home, I will just have this ready and waiting for me. Ah, that's kind of crazy. We are here. We have been here for a few days actually, if the fact that I already have a sunburn didn't make that clear. But I decided that because I'm trying to get all of my prep off my list, I did have some easy prep I could do when we were just like home from the parks. And that's to make playlists for my main characters. So I think I'm gonna do it for my main character, for the armor, and for the best friend, maybe the prince, and maybe the ultimate love interest as well. We're gonna see. And then I think it would be nice to have a playlist for like the overall thing, but what I'm thinking of doing is just Googling like ambient desert noises and just listening to those while I write to like feel more in the mood, I don't know, whatever this movement is. So let's open up Spotify. New playlist. Project Death and create. What's this? No. No. Add to playlist, Project Death. Woo. This is not cohesive at all. But I actually really love the mixture of songs because we have stuff from like The Score and 3 Days Grace and some Fall Out Boy in there that's very like my main character and what she's up against regarding the house and some other things. And then I got some Christina Aguilera, some Walk the Moon, some Betty Who, got some Khalid in there. It's a good mixture of the evolution of love, like that particular Betty Who song, which is more like a yearning kind of thing. So it's like a transformative sort of thing. Anyways, I like it. I actually didn't do it as much for the armor or the best friend as I thought, but I did do it in relation to like in my head. As soon as I saw the song, I was like, of course, this is what my main character thinks of the armor and how she watches his growth. And of course, this is her feelings regarding her best friend at the start of the book and how she sort of falls out of love, though doesn't love the friend any less, if that makes sense. And then when the new person comes in, so it's all this stuff. It's very fun. I feel solid about this. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it now. Anyways, today's October 29th, so there's still a little bit of time left, but I haven't done, we got here on the 26th, I think, maybe the 25th. I had every intention of doing more than this already, but I mean, we went to the parks, I got to see Galaxy's Edge for the first time. It's beautiful. My dad got to meet Donald. I've gotten to eat a lot of yummy food and wine and listen to music and all of this great stuff, but I'm feeling very behind still. So for the next 2.5 days, the goal's really just to figure out that 60 to 80% mark through the story, the stuff kind of leading up to the climax of the novel. I feel like I have multiple options, but I don't know what the right option is. That's where I'm stuck at, because the ending should stay more or less the same, and everything up to the 60% mark is good. It's figuring out how I want to do it. That's what it is. But because I'm trying to get this first draft done in November, I don't really have the option to get stuck part of the way through the month. Like, this is not what I want. Anyways, we're about to leave for the parks again. I'm gonna change and put on my little magic band, so you know, I guess this is another problem for another time, okay? So I had some epiphanies right around I was doing the R.L. Stine experiment, but none of those epiphanies have quite worked themselves out into being like plot points. I think just because, I don't know why I'm so confused about the 60 to 80% mark. But anyways, so what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna play an if this then that sort of game. Because I had 2 epiphanies surrounding the armor, and there's a plot point I thought I had that obviously he's not going to go for anymore, like him as a character wouldn't allow this to happen. I just need to keep playing a little bit more if this then that game to figure out the next plot point, to kind of solidify in my mind what should happen. So that's what I'm about to attempt to do. Let's put you to the side. We'll speed up this thought process for you guys as I stare sadly at my computer. We're actually gonna go to the very bottom near my notes section, and I'm just gonna add an entirely new text that I'm gonna call if this, then that, and we're just going to brainstorm this way. Dot, dot, dot. Alrighty, 286 words of notes. There is a little bit of gap here. This is the kind of thing where I get mad at myself, where I'm like, why didn't you just think of doing this before? I don't know that these are solid plot points yet, but I have within what I just wrote at least 4 or 5 plot points. Why did I wait so long to do this? I don't know, but yay, it's gonna happen. That light got blinding. Okay, and I'm going to pull up my timeline, and I'm just gonna see if I can't note at least 2 of those plot points. Project Death. Yeah, that orange is gonna have to change like I thought. So that's, you know, that's good to know. I was already prepared for it to go. Add event, and then we need to drag him all the way over here. And then I have another event that happens because of this. Okay. Anyways, those are the 2 plot points. The only 2 that I'm sure of, because basically those have to happen in order for the rest of this to happen now. It's so funny how neither of those plot points involve the armor, but this entire structuring of the 60 to 80% is being finalized in my head because of the armor. So anyways, that's just kind of cool, right? It's just weird how making stories works. All right, we're about to leave for Animal Kingdom. It is now 8:11 a.m. So I will see y'all later today, probably. I gotta get this done. It's the 30th. Ah! Pull up my Scrivener file and the timeline. We're taking our midday break before we go out to eat in a bit, and then I think we're gonna do Magic Kingdom tonight, which will be really fun. There's this Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card game that we like to play while we're there. So I think that's probably what we're gonna do, and we'll get to see the fun, like, fall look of Magic Kingdom before it's too crazy tomorrow at Halloween. It's 2:16 right now. The plan is to head out at 4 for food, so I have a little bit of time to try and get more of this done. So we're actually going to set you up on a time lapse, and we're just gonna see how this goes. I'm hoping something genius comes to me at some point in this entire process. That's just what I hope always, honestly. And yes, that is of course Hallmark on in the background. Okay, I now actually feel pretty solid from the 75% to the 100% mark. What I'm less certain of is still this like 65 to 75% mark. I think I'm missing something. This is the problem. I'm missing something big that needs to act as a catalyst. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, okay. The plus side is that I know how the relationships need to evolve from that 65 to 75% mark of the story. I don't know what needs to happen in order to bridge that yet, but I know part of it. No part of it. I'm just not seeing the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't really have time for this. I need to degrossify myself, you know, what most people would call a shower. And then I will be back at it. Ah! Okay, and I forgot to mention before we leave, I'm now sitting at 62 plot points. Once upon a time, I thought this was gonna be about 100 plot points. Before that, I thought it was gonna be like 80. I think once I add everything in, because I have a whole section skipped, gosh, we really don't have much time left. I don't know how many plot points I'm going to end up with before NaNoWriMo is here, but I am going to kind of keep track. This is going to be like a living outline, and that it's going to change as I write during NaNoWriMo, so we'll see how many I end up with. I'll make sure to keep track of this before I start and then after. There's a couple other things I sort of want to try tracking during November related to both this story and my other projects, so this is just something to keep in mind. Okay, it is time to go. I thought it would be fun to ride outside this morning, but mostly it's just really bright. Okay, look at this. Oh, will it focus? I'm now at 70. 70 plot points. I realized that I had something I'd forgotten, which is good. There needs to be this naming ceremony for the prince, even though of course they can't share the actual names. There needs to be this whole thing, right? Oh, you can see my shadow. Anyways. Okay, this is too much. All right, I've decided. I thought it would be fun, but the sun's not fun. The sun is never fun. So although that part still doesn't answer this mysterious 65 to 75% mark, it does actually help solidify some stuff, and I'm really happy about that. I came up with a few more scenes that I didn't have before that should actually serve to help tie a lot of stuff in. So this was really good. It's Halloween, which is very exciting, and I love Halloween. It also means that we're out of time. Prep is done. It's over. We're gonna leave here in a bit. We're actually going to go to this like ESPN center. It's where we can pick up all of our race packets and the stuff we'll need for the half marathon, which we're running on Sunday. Oh my gosh. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna have some fun Halloween-y stuff at the parks, and I'm really excited, but this is it. This is it. I've prepped. This is the full extent of all that I've done. The craziest part of this is that I don't really feel prepared. I'm wondering how much of that is because I haven't completed my prep, and how much of that is just that it's the excitement and the anticipation before NaNoWriMo's here and I can start writing. You know, maybe once NaNoWriMo's here, I'll feel better. I don't know. Please do comment down below. Let me know if you're doing any last minute prep. I might even do some stuff tonight before midnight and count it as prep. Also, let me know how you're planning on spending Halloween, or maybe NaNoWriMo's already started for you in your time zone when I have posted this, and if so, let me know how it's going for you. Oh my gosh, it's here. It's here. For some of y'all, it's here. But that is gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you especially to some of my new patrons this month: Megan Andrassi, A, Mal Muses, Sarah Kate, Thomas Dumbleton, Mia, Luna, and Leah, Heather Jane, and April Nickel, and I'll see you guys all very soon with a new video. I will see y'all tomorrow with daily vlogs. Oh my god. Bye. You can see where I spilled my wine. What is going on with my hair today? My poor skin. Oh no, camera.